stay tuned for more, just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried, everything to fill the right place. I just way you know you try, doing some nuts and old say bye to I did great, we'll on your side, on Mike said I was right. Yeah, like to play. Right place was Kansas 7 when
Alright guys, so as you can see here, they let me know it was my 2-year anniversary, so I figured we'd take a minute. You can kind of see me, the reflection of the back, and talk about where this last year went, where we're going to go, and this kind of little chit chat, and possibly a giveaway idea, and everything is going on. So I knew this was coming up. I've been doing some little reflecting, watching a lot of older playlists and whatnot, and figured we'd just start here. So you can see our had some decent growth recently, but look at last year and see where we're going. So we're doing some decent growth now. This time last year is when the family moved. Our goal last year was to get mom moved in. Mom and Aunt Carol moved in by Lauren's birthday, which we accomplished, but the whole outside wasn't done. We hadn't done any of the siding, any of the insulating, none of the decks were done. So throughout the last year, you watched me and Lauren and my buddy Damon working, getting the roof done, all the extras, all the different tiers. Now if you look back, you'll see that we built in a scaffold or a deck layer each as we went up, which made it so we could work on that next tier safely. And that's just because I'm old, you know. There's no way around it. So, but it was a pretty fruitful year. And now that we're at a point where this is winding down, I got this spring I should be buttoning up the rest of the roof and starting to get the gutters in and the drainage, and then move the dirt. So the plan is to get an excavator of some type, which is dual purpose, because we'll be using it for next year's dirt tracks that we're going to get. That's the plan. We're going to make a couple of those out back, and also use on the farm with the animals and the critters and whatnot. So that's our hope. That being said, our channel over last year, now that we're at this point, so my philosophy on all of this is until you do something 1,000 times, you really aren't a master of it. So or you don't really have a grasp of what you're doing yet. You don't have the right to make changes to systems that are in place, basically. So I experimented along the way. I did everything from I paid for advertising, you know, which some of it's scammy, some of it's not. I mean, I never did the large ones. Like I'd try 100 just to see what it did to my analytics. That's where a lot of my philosophy has gone to. Consistency is a better growth than to have one video that does great, you know, boost you because they're dead links. And then the philosophy of shorts, and as you see, recently we've been doing a ton of shorts, but that's because the AI has gotten to that point. You'll see we have a new channel, AI Done Right. I'm going to start adding a lot to that, showing the business behind this channel and how AI has changed that, and to make my life easier, and how that the philosophy that we're using for that channel is what creates this channel. So it'll be interesting. We'll see where that goes. We're doing our speed run, which I tell you guys, we went like, I gotta say, like I was pretty down, like not just me, I know Mike was talking about it as well, that like we were losing a lot of subscribers. I lost like 200 subscribers in the month of November, and I was pretty down. And I knew it was house cleaning. I knew there was with election and everything else that's going on in the U.S. and everything is going weird. So I just kind of muscled through it. And there was a little lack of ambition in the community that I noticed. And that was running after the Poor Boys Challenge had commenced and things were weird. So, but then in January, like January 10th, the Velarlo came out with the X12S prior. I couldn't get my hands on it. We got the rollers. Mike got a roller. And we did our normal, let's go race. And then I'm thinking about, I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to create the speedrun competition, which is what this 2025 is going to be all about. We're going to do a lot of stuff in between. Like we got the boomerang build coming with Brent and Mike. We're going to be doing a build off in March, and it's going to have, we'll do a build, and then we'll do a beauty contest, and then we'll do a jump contest, and then we'll do, we'll have an upgrade at one point. So we'll hammer that all out. Just normal stuff like, Mike and I have done in the past with our build battles, but Brent's going to be joining in the fun. So that's some cool stuff for the future. Plus we'll be plugging away in our speedrun challenge. But that brings me to I don't know if I can find it. The Malcolm Bass Boy. Maybe if I do. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I just wing this. You know how I do. I don't plan none of this. And my internet's acting up a little bit. So anyways, what I was trying to say was Malcolm was the first one I noticed talking about the new TAMIYA buggy. I know that Adam has got mixed feelings if he thinks it looks a little too toyish, but I think that that's like the future. I think if you want to get these young kids in there, like, they're smart because that's anime style, and I see a lot of possibilities for because everything's plastic. Let me find it. Hold on. Jeez. I should just go off the website. Yeah. Alright, let's go off the website. We'll make this easy. But what I'm thinking, man, sorry about the pausing. Bass Boy. My buddy Malcolm. I'll cut this out. I'll make it do the pause clips. So this guy here, I'm getting this car one way or another. So this is my thought. The DT04. So this is, I'm getting this. But this is my thought. So I'm gonna give one of these away. So I'll do a build of this when they're available. And as part of our thank you to you guys, we're going to give one away. So now you have a choice. You can either take the one that I build after I do the build and then run it on the track, or you can get a kit that I'll send to you. Either way, that's where we're going to do it. So at the end of the build series, I'll announce the sign up for it when the build series starts on that first one, and it'll be a sign up for our 1,500 and our 2-year giveaway. Our thank you to our subscribers and whatnot. I know it's not WL, and right now WL and our Larlo and our other thing is pretty hot, but I have other plans for that. There's going to be plenty of prizes for that, so this is more our channel. I really do like that kid. I know Adam's Playground isn't into it. I think he's got mixed feelings on it. I think it's going to run really good, and I think it's got a lot of possibilities. So anyways, enough of that. So that's where we're going for a prize for our 2-year and 1,500, because we got 1,500 subs. That gets back to what we were talking about. So back in November, we were down to 1270, 1260, somewhere in there, maybe 1240. So we had lost over 200 subscribers, and we were getting close to that 1,500, so I was looking forward to it. I was like, maybe we'll get it by Christmas. And then it dropped off, and I know you shouldn't care about it, but that's kind of, I use it as a game, like, to see how well you're doing, because really how big you are is by how well you are placed in the algorithm, how well people watch, how much they watch. That's where you get into the view time. It's more about the length that you watch than it is views themselves. Anybody can get a 10-second look at. That's the short sword. You know, they want to do that. So anyways, so we started the speedrun challenge, and there was also an algorithm change in YouTube, and started noticing we've gotten 275 subscribers since January 10th, and it's not even February 1st yet. So in less than a month period, I not only got those 200 back, but I added another 70. A lot of that's due to the speedrun challenge and all that, which I appreciate everything. All the guys involved, you know, you got Adam's Playground, you got Mike, obviously, Mike over RCRX, or Build and Velocity, that's the new name, Build and Velocity, and all the contestants. JYD, I think he's got a car coming up soon. Scaleworks, he's got a car. And without our sponsors, we couldn't have done any of this. Now that's relationships I've been building along the way. And it's like all these things are coming together right now for the perfect year. Like we'll have a great year with these, plus our side builds. Now you might see me slack off on the speed runs when I have other things like the build, or something along those lines. But without CNHL, without URGENEX, without, you know, Winter's Evening, Barons, and the rest of them, Test Driver and Team Broke RC. Without those guys, we wouldn't have half of this. You know, we got a bucket full of prizes this is the bucket full of prizes that we're going to be doing on the 23rd. Guys, watch for the 23rd. Anybody that's got a video out is going to be entered into this. So you got a speed run. That's where that goes. So, anyways, squirrel. I got a feeling you're going to see a lot of those. So I'm going to take a break, have a couple sips of my coffee. Smoke them if you got them is what I'm trying to say. So I'll be right back and we'll continue on with this. I'll see how this looks. So I was in the middle of taking that break I was talking about, and I turned on the TV and look at my channel, and I see Uncle Bob's RC. Check him out if you haven't. He announced that his giveaway for his channel. That was I just can't believe this. This is 2025 so far, and if this is any indicator, this is going to be a great year. So it looks like we won. And I want to thank you. Go check it out. So I'm probably hook up with him. He's local. He's
the names of the winner of this contest now.
So that's what we're getting, guys. That's so cool. So that's going to be a build video, obviously. So go check out the actual drawing and all that. And thanks, Bob. That's so freaking cool. It's super fun. Hoorah. Anyways, I can't wait for you to come visit. Right now, I got a cold, brother. So wait until we get this sickness out the house and we'll figure something out, man. That's so cool. So check them out. So let me get back to this. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. 2023 was that's so crazy. Life is nuts. I'm blessed and thankful for everything. The hard times too. Like 2023 was a hard year for us. I had to dissolve my businesses. So right now I'm like at that place where I'm starting fresh. The RC Cars is turning into a business, which is helping the AI, which is helping me run my business efficiently. All the things that I couldn't seem to get done because I didn't have time. I was only one person. This allows me just the ability to do a lot of the legwork that I wasn't able to do before. And it's building into this channel, and things are going good. And I want to thank all you guys. That's why we're going to do the giveaway. That's why, like, I don't want just me to grow. I want the whole community to grow. Like, that's what the whole speedrun thing's about. Like, I watch, I comment. You guys are like, you guys know who you are. We have conversations. It's not. Sometimes it's just an attaboy, just to let you know I'm watching. Like, that gets into something. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I gotta get something. Okay, change of plans. Lauren talked me out of showing you guys something. But what I was getting to is that this whole thing is about the next generation. It's about, like, you see me playing with the kids with the ready-to-runners. All these cars have their purpose. And these cars are perfect introduction into RC, and you can do whatever, everything from racing on a track to speed runs that go crazy. So this is you're gonna see me squirreling because I'm taking cuts and taking a break, doing like laundry or whatever the heck else. This is like a day-long adventure, so you're gonna have to bear with me. So if I squirrel here and there, and all of a sudden I'm on a different subject, that you'll know why. So back to this process that I have going. My history, just so you know, I'm a logistics guy, so I have an extensive background in testing products. I used to have a website that did testing. This is for the newer guys with the new 200 or so subscribers. Figure a little backstory for those that don't know where we came from. Might enjoy it. So I used to have a site, Martin CDA. That's my DBA, the business that I have. And we did consumer electronics. This is before YouTube was even a thing, so we actually had a decent traffic. So, and that was to feed my hobby back then, which was computers. So I built a lot of fancy rigs, and back in the cold cathode LED days when water cooled was just in its infancy and all that stuff. So got an extensive background in electronics for that stuff. But my day-to-day life, I was in the corporate world doing testing. So I test products like printers, and I was in the movie industry for a while. We did digital movies, 3D movies when they first came out, all that digital technology. I did a lot of the ads. So I understand the concepts and how the business flows work. And I started, so the first 2 years, in my opinion, were to build a system that allows me to keep the enjoyment, the fun, but also push that other part of my person, which is that business piece of it. I enjoy that. So where some people are like, they're doing, like, my initial intention with this site, with this whole channel and journey, was just to document my journey. I knew I was going through changes. I'd always wanted to do a YouTube channel to share my experiences, because I think people can learn from other people's experiences, and and RC cars was the way to start. It was something for my family that we could do together, get glimpses of our life and see where it goes. And then it turned into this, but that's just the nature of me, you know. Like I turn things into businesses. Was a federal firearms license gun dealer, because as a farmer, like, I got out of the tech world and I went back to my roots, which is farming. And as a farmer, you have 3 months where we can't do anything, and we don't collect unemployment. We don't, you know, we just don't do that if we don't have to. So in order to supplement that time, I became a gun dealer. I started with surplus, military surplus, and I built an e-commerce business with that. And I'm giving you my story because I think it's important. 2 years is a big deal. That's 2 years of my life that you can go back and see. You know, I'm filling in the blanks of how I got to there, is basically what I'm doing. And so that surplus business I put on the side to help grow the farm that I think of as my family. That's Grow More Farms. They're a local farm market. Went through a lot of family changes, people passing away, a lot of closing the market, all that good stuff. During that time, I did a lot of whatever they needed me to do. I did whatever would help them. They're part of the reason I am who I am, and I can't thank them enough for that. So all set aside, our businesses dissolved as things do, and it's turned into this channel. I needed a way to recoup. During that time, I lost my wife, so I'm clean slate in this, guys. You're watching me come out of that shell, but you watched my shell, at least the part I let you see throughout this 2-year journey. So and I thank y'all for that, and for those that are just coming to this channel and learning who I am, that's who I am. So I'm a human. I have faults. I do a lot of stupid things, but I believe it's how you deal with adversity that makes you who you are. Like, and you keep moving, keep trying new things, you keep doing whatever you got with what you got. Don't worry about what you don't have, because if you're always waiting for what you don't have, then that's procrastinator's #1 rule. Wait on that next thing. You know, well, if you wait, then you're never going to finish. So, you know, just do what you can do. You know, anyways. Squirrel. Anyways, so I'm going to take another break again, and we'll come back and I'll talk a little bit more, and I'll splice this together, and we'll come back for a closing kind of thing and synopsis and where we're going, and make sure I covered everything, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So after a day of reflection, and this is the last part, we'll do closing on this video, talking about my 2-year anniversary. Probably the most important part. Along this journey, I met a lot of friends. Some who are pretty active now, some who aren't. You can see them all here, every single one of them. And the way I look at that is everybody's got their own paths, and sometimes they intermingle. And what you have here is a snapshot or a memory of friends that are still monkeying around with us. Like TTO2's got a new name, that's Test Driver. And then there's Mike RCRX is now Bargain Bashers, and RC Mad UK, he's in on this, and you know, the whole gang, RC Birds, Dirk, he's the man. enjoy all of them. Adam, of course, and Joel, and 419, he started his life with his new baby, and I wish him the best. And Will, Larry, I see him here and there, and same with Duke, and Junkyard Dog Steve. Yeah. he should be getting a run out here soon. And then there's Bobby, Bargain Bashers RC, and Thad, and Kurt. I've been watching a lot of yours recently, and Uncle Bob's. I need to get you up here. I know. I don't know, man. My mind is my mind. We've reconnected like 3 times, and we know we live close to each other, and we never seem to figure stuff out. But that's part of my journey. I've been kind of in isolation, so it is what it is. And of course, Mike, Scale Works. But anyways, so in closing, I guess what I'm trying to say is this year's going to be better than the last, and take the good with the bad. The bad generally will lead to an even better future if you take what happens and learn from it. So, and along this journey, we're gonna play with these little cars, and hopefully we'll get some video game stuff. We've been kind of playing Magic a little lately, so but that's kind of just Lauren and I doing our thing. So there hasn't been much on that side. So and yeah, let's get going, man. 2025. So yeah, we got what's on the docket coming up March. So after this month, next thing is the February 23rd, 2025, that we'll be doing our first drawing for the speed run. So keeping watching that and get some kind of video, whether it's an intro video or something out there, so I can get you on the leaderboard, and then we can get you entered into the prize for one of these guys. It's odds and ends and things and bobs and doohickeys, and keep on the watch out for that 110 and our speed runs and our kit builds. We got the boomerang. Make sure you watch for that and for a great year. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you guys. Hey.
Stay tuned for more, we're just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried. Everything to fill the right place. Right this way, you know you try. Doing some nuts, a little taste by the light. It's great, we're on your side. On Mike said I was right. Yeah, like to play. Right place was Kansas 7, winning mile on getting members. Right place, sucker, had a 2 10.